good morning, and welcome. I am Jadi with Tire Mom School Digital on a journey towards financial freedom through digital marketing. And today we are going to be talking about brand identity part 2. We spoke about part 1 yesterday. We discussed what branding was, the difference between branding and brand identity. We discussed the psychology about colors, right? So today we are going to dive in a little bit deeper, and I am going to give you a look at my branding for you to see how cohesive everything is, because I know it's easier if we see visual, right? So that we can kind of like gravitate and understand the information that we are being given. Antoinette, good morning, Candace. So that is why I am going to kind of like showcase and use my brand as an example. So I'm just going to wait a little bit for others to kind of like join before we get started, but just stay ready because this is going to be a really good live. So welcome. And like I said, I have been in this space quite some time, so I know a few things or two when it comes to branding. You know, I used to struggle a lot because I had no idea at the beginning of my journey what branding was. I didn't know how important branding was as well. Sandy, good morning. I didn't know that branding, brand identity, psychology of colors were all connected until I did my research. Julie, good morning. Until I did my research and I said, wait a minute, let me just take a step back, right? I didn't know that colors had to do with emotion and the way that people felt. So, you know, when I decided to take my business serious, that is one of the things I had to kind of like go back and reanalyze, right? I had to go back to the drawing board and look at everything, look at the way that I was showing up online, because let me tell you something, I was all over the place, and I am okay to admit that. I am okay to admit that I was all over the place. Right? My branding was all over the place because I didn't know no better. I didn't have anybody teaching me anything about brand identity or branding or gave me direction. So I was just out here, you know, whatever colors I felt like using that day, right? I would use that color that day, and I was doing it all wrong. So if you are a beginner, right? This is going to be a very beneficial live for you, right? So that you can learn the importance and why, you know, brand identity is important in your journey, right? So that you can become that authority figure for your leads, for your community, so that they can see you, right, as that authority figure that knows exactly what they're what they're talking about. So it is very important, right? So I want to just discuss that. We're going to talk about that. And if you guys have any questions, obviously, I am going to be here to answer them. Anything digital marketing related. Like I said, I have been in this space quite a while, so I know a few things or two. And if you're struggling with whatever it is, we can also talk about that too, because I don't want anyone to feel stuck, right? The digital marketing industry is going to be worth billions by 2026 and trillions by 2030. So when I tell you that now is like the best time to start your business. Now, right? I feel like the more that people dive in, it is not saturated. It is not saturated at all. But I feel like the more people dive in, the harder it's going to get to kind of like, you know, show off, right? And to see where there's so many other digital marketers. That's kind of like what I mean by now is the perfect time. Why wait for things to get more pricier? I feel like every year a new course comes out, or every couple of months a new course comes up, and it's like more expensive than the last course that came up, right? So when I mean that now is before it gets too pricey for you to jump on, now is the time. Okay? So I'm just going to pause there for a minute and see if anybody has any questions at all before we get started. And like I said, right, it's going to take a little bit longer, right, for some of us to kind of like understand. But when I tell you that the opportunities are endless in this space, they are absolutely endless, okay? I mean, I never thought in a million years, right, that I would be asked to, create my own module inside one of the, best courses out here. And I was given that opportunity, and that was amazing, right? Because I just come out here, mind my business, and serve. So when I tell you that when you come out here and you just like know your stuff, right? That's where the knowledge is power comes into play. When you know your stuff, you just never know where the blessings are going to come from. Okay. So does anybody have any questions for me? Any questions? And like I said, I'm just going to wait till about 7:30 and then I can get this party started. Brand Identity Part 2. If you missed Part 1, if you missed Brand Identity Part 1, all you have to do is go in the link in my bio, right? And scroll to where my YouTube channel is, right? And you go into my YouTube channel and I added the Brand Identity Part 1 to my YouTube channel. Okay, and any live that I am teaching anything will be posted in my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to know the psychology behind colors, which also has to do with brand identity, go check out my YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to go live without the need of showing your face, I have a live that I added to my Kansas. Good morning. That I added to my YouTube channel that teaches you how to go into Canva, create a background like the one I have, right? So that you can go live faceless, because that is one thing, right? It is very important to make those connections with people, and creating content sometimes is not going to cut it. And that's where the going live comes into play. Okay, so please, the minute you are able to go live, I need you to take it very serious. Okay, I know it's going to be scary. I promise you, the fear is temporary. The fear is temporary. Okay, you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You need to expose yourself. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. I remember when I first started going live, I thought I was going to pass out. I literally thought I was going to pass out, but then I was like, you know what? Like, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm unstoppable, right? I would just like do affirmations and tell myself that I got it. And it was, I first started going live, I want to say 3 times out of the week for 30 minutes. And I would set an alarm for 31 minutes. I would go live. And then I'm like, okay, I got this. And then the 30-minute lives turned into 38 minutes live, then to 40 minutes live, then to 45 minutes live, right? So you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Your community is out there waiting for you to show up for them, to make that connection with them, right? So go out there. Yvette, thank you so much for the follow. Just go out there. Just go out there. Talk about your story, right? I see a lot of people. Tiffany, good morning. I see a lot of people that go live and all they do is resell a course. They don't talk about their story. They don't talk about their journey. They don't talk about the struggles. They are just trying to sell you something. And that is not a good strategy. A good strategy is for you to come out here and educate and be honest about how tough or how easy it has been, right? Because for a lot of us, it's not easy. For a lot of us, we are not tech savvy, right? And it takes a little bit longer. Okay. But when I tell you that the opportunities are endless when you do take the time to learn, I kid you not, they are endless. Okay. So 1 more minute and we are going to start. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. And all I need you guys to do is tap that screen, right? Because I am going to be preaching out here. Okay. And that is all you have to do. And yes, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so brand identity part 2. So we are going to start with a recap on what we went over yesterday, right? Brand identity part 1. Okay, why brand identity matters, right? Yesterday we talked about why brand identity is so crucial in your digital marketing journey, right? We covered how brand identity builds trust, makes you more memorable, allows you to speak to your audience even when you're offline, sets you apart in a noisy space, and creates emotional connections that lead to conversions, right? brand identity, right? Part one recap, why it matters so much in digital marketing, right? Let's talk about something, right? That a lot of views overlook when jumping into digital marketing, and that is brand identity. Remember how I said when I jumped on, how I had no idea what brand identity was. So I was just showing up with colors and a brand that wasn't cohesive and wasn't well put together because I didn't know no better, right? It's not about your logo or your brand colors, although they are important. This is about how people feel when they experience your brand. It's the vibe, the message, and the connection, right? So many of us jump into this space thinking, I just need to post, right? But no, if you want people to trust you, buy from you, and refer others to you, you need a brand identity that is clear, consistent, and true to you. You being authentically you. So let's quickly recap yesterday's live, right? Brand identity builds trust. Let's be real. People buy from people they trust. If your brand is all over the place, people won't feel safe investing in you. But if your visuals, message, and tone are aligned, it builds confidence. Connection with your people. Exactly. Let me give you an example, right? So when people land on my page, I want them to know she's a mom who gets it. She's been there before. She's not just selling a course. She's giving me a way out. Buenos dias, Noemi. And that's why, like I said yesterday, it always comes back down to your persona, to understanding your persona, right? That's what your brand identity does. It makes people feel something instantly, and that is exactly what we want, right? It builds consistency, right? Being consistent makes you memorable. You want people to recognize you before they even see your handle, before they're like, oh, is this Jari, right? That's why my brand always uses soft pinks, all shades of pink, warm neutrals, and a clear messaging about freedom, flexibility, and family, right? An example, whether it's TikTok, IG, or an email, when someone sees a post that says burnt out working moms, this one's for you, they know it's me. Because now I have my brand message down pack, right? But before, when I didn't have a strategy and I had no idea about branding, brand identity, branding colors, right? I didn't have my messaging together, but that's what I'm teaching you, right? When you're consistent, you become memorable, and that's what keeps people coming back. Okay? Your brand speaks when you're not in the room. Okay? So listen, there's going to be days when you're not posting, when you're offline, when life is lifing. Your brand identity keeps working for you even when you don't show up. Let me tell you something. The day that I don't go live and I don't let you know, Tracy, good morning. The day that I don't go live and I don't let you guys know, like, hey, I'm not going to be live tomorrow. You guys are reaching out to me. A lot of you are reaching out to me to see, hey, are you okay? Is everything good? Or, I didn't see you live. That is why being consistent, right? Being consistent with your brand is so important. Like, people look up, right? For you to show up for them. Right? And I'm like, oh no, it's good. It's just that, again, life happened, so I wasn't able to go live. But that is the kind of brand that you want to build. That people, when you don't show up, they're like, hey, Noemi, like, Tiff, I thought you were gonna, where are you? Sir Molly, good morning. Right? Your brand speaks again when you're not in the room. So I'm going to give you an example, right? I've had people DM me saying, I saw your content weeks ago and couldn't stop, right? Thinking about it. That's the power of a strong brand presence. Okay? That is the power of a strong brand presence. You want to be able to be approachable, right? That is all have to do with, understanding your brand identity, right? It also sets you apart from the crowd. Let's be honest, this space is noisy, but your story, your tone, your energy, that is your superpower. This is why I come out here and I constantly stress the fact that you need to learn how to tell your story. And I don't know why every time I say this, because people automatically feel that when I say you need to tell your story, that I am telling you to go put all your business out there. Guys, that is not what I'm saying. Okay? It's just that your story is very powerful, right? That's with your story, that is really where people are going to connect with you, because they're going to feel like if she did it, it's going to make you relatable. Haley, good morning. Tiff, thank you so much for my roses, right? It's going to make you relatable. And that is why I have to stress it constantly. Okay, let me bring it back to when I got sick, right? When I got sick, I was so afraid of telling people, right, about my diagnosis, everything that I was going through, right? It took me like 2 months to talk about it, of me going through it. But I told myself when I decided to take my business serious, I am going to share, Norma, good morning, the bad, the ugly, the struggles. And honestly, I had no idea if I was going to have the energy to show up for my business. So I decided to allow you guys, thank you, love. I decided to allow you guys in my life, into my struggle and into my health issues, for you guys to be aware that if I don't show up, it's not because I don't want to, it's because I am dealing with my health. Guys, and can I just say that me sharing that part of me was it was a blessing in disguise. Like the amount of people that are constantly, just recommending things, to help me out, just sending prayers my way, just like rooting for me and telling me like, you got this. Or I had a family member that went through the same and this is what helped them, it might be able to help you. It's like a TikTok reality show. Yes. So again, and I didn't want people to feel pity for me. I didn't want any of that. I didn't want people, Claudia, good morning, to feel like I was using my story as to kind of like, no, because even a lot of my family members didn't know what I was going through, right? But then I said, I need to share this part of me for the days that I don't show up, right? That they understand why I'm not here. It's not that I'm treating this as a hobby. It's that I have really life situations that I have to deal with. And that, again, that is the importance of telling your story. So again, your story, it's your superpower. So take it serious and only share what you feel comfortable in sharing. But genuinely, people care for you. Yes, they do. When you have a community, when you build a community, Elizabeth, good morning. Like these people root for you even as hard as your own family members. I just have to say that, because that is the absolute support that I have been able to build in my online community. Like I love you guys. And this is why on days that I don't want to show up, I show up, because you guys are like my biggest cheerleaders. So of course I'm going to show up for you. Rose, good morning, right? So I'm going to give you, right, your brand identity helps you stand out without needing to scream for attention, okay? So let me give you an example. There are thousands of people selling digital marketing, selling digital courses, digital products, right? But not everyone shares what it's like to be a tired mom doing it from the kitchen table while your child is yelling in the background, mom, mommy, mom, bruh. You know what I mean? Because now they throw the bruh in there. Okay, if this is not relatable, tell me it ain't so. Okay, and that's what makes my brand different. Okay, that is what makes my brand different, because I don't come out here and show off and say it's all about the money. If you guys have been following me, you guys know that although I talk about the success that I've seen, I am pretty good about saying I struggled. Right? I don't paint it very pretty for you, right? I don't paint the only the pretty picture. I let you know, like, it took me a while, right? But I am here, okay? And that is the same thing that I want you to do, because when you are honest, right, people relate to you and say, okay, if she did it even after struggling for that amount of time, they see yourself like, I can most certainly do it, right? And then you're going to be there to support that individual, right? Because they already went through all the struggles for you so that you don't have to. Good morning, love. Good morning. So that is exactly what I mean. Thank you so much for my roses. Thank you. Right? So it creates an emotional connection, right? When you're clear about your brand identity, people don't just follow you. They connect with you. Good morning. Don't worry, love. Don't worry, Jolie. You are good. I am wrapping up what we went over, like a quick recap of what we went over yesterday. So you're good. It's definitely been taking me a while to get going, but I'm still going. Elizabeth, you got this, girl. And you are in my life for a reason, girl. I'm gonna give you that hype, that energy that you need. Felicia, good morning, to get through it. We got this. We got this. Okay. Again, right? When you're clear about your brand identity, people don't just follow you, they connect with you. They feel like they know you. And guess what? That connection leads to conversion, right? Maybe they sign up for your freebie. Maybe they start asking you questions because maybe what they have is not in alignment with what they want for their business, okay? And that is the importance of you serving, okay? I'm going to give you an example. I don't just say buy this course. I don't, that is not me. You guys are not going to catch me pressuring you to buy something, right? I say this course helped me break free from, my 9 to 5 while still being present for my kids. That's real. That's human. That's emotional branding right there. Lorraine, buenos dias. I feel like I'm going to graduate school class again, coming to your lives, and I like it. Oh my God. I love it. Yes, girlfriend. Thank you for my heart puffs and my roses. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I always have to add my example, guys, because I am a person that you can tell me you need to do this from A through Z, but if I don't see an example, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Thank you for my goat, Jolie. Okay. Thanks to you, I'm writing and I'm very excited. Had lost the excitement. A million blessings. Like I said, Jolie, good morning. I have my 2 Jolies in the house. Like I said, right? If you guys bump into my live, it was thank you so much for my good morning coffee. Just sip that because I needed that. Right? You guys bump into my life for a reason. You are stuck, but I promise you, you only have to join my live a couple of times, and I can guarantee you, probably after the first live that you attend, you're gonna feel like you just are unstoppable. That is the vibes that I bring to you, okay? Because let me just say one thing. I have to say one thing. We all need a strategy. A lot of us are paralyzed and not moving forward because we don't have that strategy. Let me tell you, if you got ghosted by a creator, guess what? Me too. Not 1 time, but 2 times. Okay, so that is why I purposely come out here out of the goodness of my heart to teach you, to let you know, you just need that push. I'ma push you. Okay, and sometimes I might give you tough love, but I do it because I need you to unparalyze yourself, okay? Tappity tap for those gems, period. I finished my first ebook at 3 a.m. Oh my God, congratulations. Hi, good morning. Wait, let me just pin this. Okay, Grand Rising, my sweet social media besties. Love it. Okay, and how to advocate to your social need, to your special needs child is in the school system. Girl, you just have to come out here and tell your story. If that is something that you deal with, there is a way that you can correlate that to your story. Okay, Amarilis, good morning. You again, guys, let me just take it back. Right? Your story, it's your superpower. It doesn't matter what that looks like. You can always tie it back down to digital marketing and why you started. Because at the end of the day, we started for what? This is why I say it is very important for you guys to write down your whys, because you're gonna want to quit every week. Thank you so much for my rose. You're gonna want to quit every week. Every week you're gonna want to quit, right? But when you have your whys written down, you become unstoppable. Lex, good morning. You become unstoppable because you are always going to reflect back, okay, I'm being a negative Nancy right now. I just need to rest, reset, refocus, and get back into it. And if that looks like you just going back and reading those whys, I promise you it's going to help. Okay, remember, your brand identity equals to your energy, your voice, and your story. Okay? Let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments, guys, because you know when I talk, I just get lost. Okay? Each state has a representative. Keep pounding the door. They are there for you. Absolutely. I'm guilty of being a negative Nancy. Well, I am here. I am here to push you, Jolie. I am here. Thank you so much, Ruth, for my heart me. I am here to push you and tell you stop. This is the day that we need to stop. Okay, this is again, nobody is going to come out here and save you. Odalisa, buenos dias. You need to save yourself. You need to save yourself. Let me show you guys. For those of you that have not seen it, let me show you guys, right? Because this is something that I tell you guys that you need to do, right? This is my planner. Right? And this is my whys, right? This is my whys, okay? Every time I am having a hard time showing up for my business, I just sit in silence and I read them to myself. Whether that's in silence, whether that is out loud, whatever it is, I read it. So that's why I tell you, if you are a sticky notes kind of girls, put it in stickies. If you are a person, I used to write, the amount of notebooks that I have is crazy, right? Write it in your notebook. For me, because I carry this planner everywhere because it's small, right? I have it in my planner. But that is why I tell you, it is a must for you to write it down, because when you're Jolie, when you're being that negative Nancy, thank you for my goat Lex. When you're being that negative Nancy, all you have to do is open up that and say, you know what, Jolie? I'm being a negative Nancy right now, but this is why I need this to work for me. Okay? Thank you so much for my goal. Thank you. Okay, let me just flip my camera so I can drink my water before I choke on you guys. 1 second. Thank you so much for my heart and hands. Let's see. Okay. Let me just sip some water. 1 second and I'll get through. I just bought a social media planner. It works. Yes. Okay, let's see. Negative Nancy yes, Ruth. Negative Nancy season, it's over. Jolie, all Jolies are always optimistic and a glass of half full. Listen, not anymore. Not with me on your corner. My real name is Melissa, and I was so convinced I can only watch someone else. No, absolutely not, Melissa. Absolutely not. Listen, there is success out there for all of us. It's just a matter of time of when your magic will happen. But guess what? If you are not here showing up for your business, how do you expect to see that success? You know? Start your day with a prayer and ask God to clear your energy. Yes, I love that as well. Okay, let's see. Make sure I don't miss anything. Elise, good morning. Anna, good morning. Okay, let me take a sip of my water. Please hold. One positive thought in the morning will change your whole day. Absolutely 1000%. Okay, Tiffany Odalisa is asking, which planner did you get? Okay, so once again, your brand identity equals to your energy, your voice, and your story. You don't need to have it all figured out today. You don't. It's uncomfortable in the beginning, but we have to shift. We do. And that is all about having a strategy and understanding. Yes. Okay, you don't need to have everything figured out today, but you do need to start showing up in a way that aligns with your truth. Okay, I am struggling just deciding on what products to create or sell. Too many ideas. Start with one. Start with one that you are really passionate about. Elizabeth, sorry. Start with one that you are really passionate about. You have to pass the uncomfortable stage to see results. 1000%. 1000%. Okay, Elizabeth. So instead of you struggling, just start with one that you have really passion for and go all in and see how that does. Okay. Again, You don't have to have it figured out. You just need to go with whatever aligns with you, because your brand isn't just what people see, it's what they remember, feel, and trust. Okay. We also spoke about color psychology, right? So let's break down a little bit the color psychology, right? Why colors matter in branding. Colors are not just for looking pretty. They create emotions and perceptions in the minds of your audience. The right colors can make people trust you, buy from you, and remember your brand, right? So how the brain reacts to colors, right? Colors trigger emotions within 90 seconds of seeing them. Your brand color will determine how trustworthy people think you are, how professional you seem, okay? And how exciting, calm, luxurious, or fun your brand feels, right? That's why it is important. And how to choose the right color for your brand. First, you need to define your brand's personality, right? You need to research your audience. Again, guys, everything in digital marketing goes back to your persona, okay? And step 3, pick 2 to 3 main colors, right? So your primary color is the main color that you use for your logo, your website, and your branding products, right? Your secondary color supports your primary color, and then your accent color is used sparingly to add personality, okay? So now, let's jump into part 2 of brand identity, right? So your brand identity is more than just aesthetics, right? It is more than that. It's your energy, your voice, and your story all wrapped into one. Okay, so now let's talk about how to actually build and implement it, okay? Who is she? Good morning, right? So we need to start by define your brand's core. Who are you helping and why? Okay. And yes, guys, I'm going to be giving you examples. I'm going to use my brand as an examples for you guys to really understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Before you can design anything, you need to know these are the questions. And guys, this live is going to be added to my YouTube channel, right? So you don't have to write things down. You're good. I'm going to add it to my YouTube channel where you could pause, take notes, reflect back, and take action. Okay. So before you can design anything, you need to know, who are you talking to? Okay? What problem are you solving? Why should they care? Okay? Those are the questions that you need to be asking yourself. And now let me give you an example of this with my brand. Okay? I'm helping burnt out, tired moms find freedom and flexibility through digital marketing. Why? Because I was that burnt out mom once, right? I know the feeling of being overwhelmed, overlooked, and stuck. My why keeps my brand grounded and relatable. Okay. And again, that is the power of always understanding your why, always having those whys there where you can find them, right? To give you that push that you need to allow you to stay focused, right? Okay, you need to develop your brand voice. How do you speak, right? I don't want you out here, being all crazy if that's not your personality. I want you to, one thing that I do tell you is that you need to stay true to yourself. Okay, I don't want you showing up as somebody that you are not. Let me give you a really good example of this, right? I paid a lot of money to a coach, right? To a mentor, and he told me I was a little too much. I was offended. And for the longest time at the beginning of my journey, I was showing up as somebody that I was not. And can I just say, when I started showing up truly as me, with being hyper, with my extra self and my energetic self, that's when I started building those genuine connections with people. People were like, oh my God, I love your vibes. Like, I love your energy. Like, thank you so much. Like, you make me want to just be unstoppable. Okay, Trixie, good morning. What? That's terrible. Yes. And I paid him $4,000. Okay, 45, I think it was, girl. I paid him all that money for him to tell me that I was a little too much, that I had to tone it down. Okay, what? That I have to tone it down. So guys, again, and when you are desperate, this is when I used to do like high ticket affiliate marketing. This is before I jumped. Yes. This is when I was when I told you guys, you know that I've been very open. When I was in high ticket affiliate marketing, I invested over $15,000 and I never got that money back. Okay. Because I was so desperate, I had to ask my dad for a loan. I wanted that business to work. So when I was just ditching money and nothing worked, I had to go hire a mentor. And that is what he told me, okay? I think I had like 3 one-on-ones with him. Thank you so much, Ruth, for my hand and heart. I was like, I can't do this anymore, right? And before I quit, I bumped into digital marketing, MRR, and I decided to give this a try. Okay. That type of comment makes me go back to my maker and say, God, who do I need to become in this season? Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Tiff, for my goats. Thank you. I feel your pain. Guys, one thing that I do have to say, that sometimes out of desperation, we do things that then when you sit down and you think about it, you're like, wow, I can't believe like I was that desperate that I did that. Okay. But I used to see it as thank you for my goal, right? I used to see it as a waste of money, but because of all that struggle that I had at the beginning of me jumping into the online space, that has actually built me into the person that I am today. So I actually see it as a blessing, okay? All that money lost was necessary to build me into the person that I am today. And every day or a couple of times a week, I tell God, don't you ever allow me to forget my purpose. It is to serve. Okay. And my purpose is to serve. And that's why I come out here and I teach you. A lot of other people will literally be charging you for the information that I'm giving you. But I don't want people to be stuck how I was stuck. So I do it out of the goodness of my heart. Okay. And I hope that when I teach you, you guys are literally taking action. Taking action, because we are no longer going to be negative Nancy's. We are no longer going to be stuck. We're going to be taking action, period. Okay? Period with a T at the end. Okay? Again, right? You need to develop your brand voice. How do you speak? Your voice is your personality online. Okay. Are you bold and sassy, right? Are you calm and encouraging? Are you professional but warm? What is it? My vibe, I'm a mix of friendly mentor, big sister energy, and truth teller with a heart. Thank you so much for my money gone. Thank you. Thank you. Taking action quickly. No snapping, Sally. Exactly. 1000%. Guys, again, my vibe, I'm a mixture of friendly mentor, big sis energy, or little sis, right? If you're older than me, a truth teller with a heart. I keep it 1000. And that's why you guys are attracted to my brand, because I tell you exactly how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. What you want to hear. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Okay, what you need to hear. And I am going to keep it real. And I am always going to start by saying, I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little rough, but you need the tough love. Okay? You need the tough love, okay? I'll motivate you, I'll cheer for you, and tell you the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, because I want you to win, okay? And that is what a true coach does, okay? Again, so one tip for you. You need to pick 3 words that describe your voice and lean into them everywhere. Your captions, your emails, your lives, your posts, your stories, everything. That's the mama in you talking, period. Girl, yes. Okay, then you need your design, right? Design your visual identity. What do you look like? This includes your brand colors, your fonts, your imagery style, and overall your vibe, right? Thank you so much, Tiff, for my goal. I prayed for you, but I didn't specify the age. Can I just laugh at that? I'm sorry, the laughter. That sounds very basic. I don't like that laughter, but listen. You know, you pray for me and God delivered. He over delivered for you, Jolie, didn't he? Didn't he? Okay. Again, right? This includes, right, everything. You want consistency, not just cuteness. And of course, I have everything up, my IG, my TikTok, my YouTube, my store, because I also want to be able to show you guys exactly what I mean by this. So in a minute, I'm going to be turning my camera on for you guys to see exactly what I mean, right? So my brand colors, right? All shades of pink. I also have a creamy nude in there and white because they feel feminine to me, warm and trustworthy, right? So a tip, right? Use the same colors and fonts across your IG, your TikTok, your storefront, your email. It builds instant recognition, and that is very important, okay? Now, create messaging pillars. What do you talk about, right? Guys, if you guys have been following me, you know how much I preach about pillars, right? Your brand should focus on 3 to 5 core topics that your audience comes to you for. This helps you stay on brand and avoid burnout. So this, I'm going to bring it back to the content pillars, right? Which also makes your life easier because you're never going to run out of ideas, right? Jasmine in the social part, good morning. I have 4 content pillars. You don't need 4 content pillars, okay? You can have 3, you can have 5, you can have 6. It is recommended between 3 to 5, okay? I have 4 and I'm going to break them down for you, okay? So my content pillars are engage, entertain, educate, and promote, okay? So let's start with engage. It builds trust and connection by making your audience feel seen, heard, understood, spark curiosity, build connection, and call out your people, okay? So, an example, right? For engagement kind of content, your story, relatable storytelling. Share a behind the scene moment of your life, right? As a mom navigating a business, okay? And you can use your colors, you know, your branding colors in this, right? You can also, when you share stories, right, you want to be real, because real equals to relatability. You're not a highlight reel, right? You're not just highlighting a reel. You're human, right? And your audience connects with that when you are real and when you're honest, okay, about how long it took you to get there. Engagement also could be ask me anything kind of post. You want to use your signature fonts and tones, right, to create that visual consistency. It could be Q&As, it could be polls, it could be affirmations or quotes, right? It could be interacted quizzes. You want to ask your audience what's stopping them from starting their digital marketing journey. Create these in your branding colors as well. Everything that you do should be on brand, okay? And then last but not least, right? I'm not here, right? Maybe you decide to create an affirmation or a quote or whatever it is and say, I'm not here to babysit your doubts. Let's talk about why you're still second guessing your launch, right? That's a question right there. That's a question that you are asking your audience. Right there, you're showing boldness, you're building trust, and you're calling out their stuck energy with your sassiness, okay? And you know that post is gonna get a lot of engagement because you're gonna hear what people are feeling. Okay, now let's go into entertain, right? Make your brand fun, memorable, while still aligned with your core mission. Show your personality. Make them laugh if you're somebody that is funny, right? And keep them from scrolling, okay? So examples, right? Entertainment could be, a day in a life of you, Chris, good morning, of Leslie, good morning, of you creating content, of, what inspires you, right? Entertainment, right, can look like you storytelling, sharing, how long it took you to create a funnel before you knew that you can actually have a Beacons or a stand store. I remember pulling my hair a lot when I found that out. I didn't have to, take a whole month to create a funnel, right? Share all of that, right? Maybe walk them through, the struggles of you batch creating content, and maybe show them the bloopers, right? How I remember one day I created a very funny reel, right? And it took me a really long time to create that reel. And I actually ended up sharing the bloopers of that reel. And I created it in the sense like what it really takes to create a dancing video, right? And that video got so much engagement, right? Because it made it relatable to other people, to other content creators that try to do the same thing. So that is what you want to be doing, okay? Educational content, right? When you educate, it positions you as a trusted guide and expert in digital marketing, especially for beginners, okay? You teach, simplify, and show authority without a crazy lecture, okay? You simplify things for that. So, and examples of educational content could be tutorial carousels. And let me give you an example. 3 steps to starting digital marketing with zero experience, and then break it down in the captions. Or a carousel. Here's how I launched my digital product from scratch, even with 0 followers, and then break it down step by step how you did it, no gatekeeping, and instantly provide high value, right? Because you're teaching them how they can do it as well. Gina, Digital Boss, Cass, good morning. Okay. It could be a mini training on how you post your IG, or it could be how you create your cover photos, right? Maybe you learn, a tip about the algorithm and you can showcase that as well. Or, how you batch create your content. Those are all examples of educational content, okay? And last but not least, thank you, Cass, for my heart me. 1 second, guys. I just need a sip of my water. And last but not least, if you are in the wealth niche, if you are in the make money online niche, promotional is going to be one of your content pillars. Okay, because you are going to be promoting a product, a digital course, whatever it is. If you are in the make money online niche, promotional is going to be one of your content pillars. Okay, you want to sell without being spammy, right? You want to sell through empowerment, confidence, and value, right? Most important, sell with confidence, not desperation, right? How are you going to sell? If you guys have been following me for a while, I want you to drop it in the comments. How are you going to sell with confidence? I want to know if you guys are actually paying attention to me. How do you sell with confidence? I need somebody to drop it. I need somebody to make me proud right now. How do you sell with confidence? It is something that I preach this like every other day. Knowing, oh my God, Lorraine, yes! You show up every day. You know what I mean? Be education. Listen, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Guys, when you know your product, you sell with confidence, not desperation, okay? Because you know exactly why out of everything out there, your product is the to-go-to for that person. So you're not gonna sell, you're gonna educate on that, okay? You cannot skim through information and expect results, period. Period. Isma, good morning. Exactly what I mean, okay? So let me give you some examples, right? Testimonials, right? Share transformational stories, right? Of maybe other clients that you have helped with your product, right? I have been helping out. Listen, I can definitely call myself the hook queen, okay? My mentees on IG are thriving, period. Thank you. I dropped the mic, right? My mentees on IG have been thriving with my hook guide, right? It's just insane, right? So I showcase the testimonials that my mentees have been able to see, right? Using my hook strategy, okay? So I use their testimonials to showcase my product, okay? So, right, so that I'm making it relatable because I go with, she went from not getting any engagement to her account now being in the thousands of views because she used this strategy, okay? So it could be whatever. It could be maybe that you help somebody with an email, whatever it is, right? You can share why you're passionate about your product. You can show a sneak peek, right? And how it aligns with your mission of helping other moms. Me, I'm giving you my example. Christy, good morning. And that is the importance of knowing your product, okay? Let me give you some content examples, right? Let me give you like a bold, right, call to action reel, right? I made my first 500 my first 500 online with this system, right? You can do it too. Comment, start, and I'll send it over to you, okay? No fluff, just confidence and clarity, okay? And then in an email or a story, you can say, here's what people are saying about, and you want to insert your product, your freebie, or the whatever tool you're using. Are you in? Social proof does the talking for you, okay? And another example could be, here's what's inside NewbieBot. I'm going to use NewbieBot for an example, right? And why it's basically your business bestie in a box, okay? Detail packed, but still punching and straight to the point, because you're being bold, right? You're being bold, right? Because that shows authority right there, because you know your product, okay? So it's fine that you come out with that confidence. That is perfectly okay. You also need to be consistent across all platforms, right? You need to show up as you, whether someone finds you on TikTok, on IG, on YouTube, your email list, on your storefront, right? Consistency creates credibility. Okay, let me give you an example. If someone watches my live, they should get the same energy and messaging they see in my stories or in my email, or they're gonna get the same vibe. And anywhere they catch Jadi, they're gonna get the same vibes. Okay, adapt. Don't copy. You can be inspired by others, but don't try to sound like someone else. Your audience is looking for you, the real imperfectionate, passionate you. Okay, that is why it is very, Cheryl, good morning. It is very important for you to be very authentic and stay true to yourself. Okay, let me give you a tip. Let your story lead, okay? Talk about your wins, your struggles, your turning points. That's what makes your brand magnetic, okay? So let me give you an example of this, okay? Let's just say I'm going to use one of my mentees that was literally getting ready to throw in the towel. Like, she was just done. And I said, listen, I gave her, because fake will come out. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, Tiff. And that couldn't be any more accurate. Don't lie to yourself. One thing that I do tell you is that sometimes when we are stuck and we need inspiration, you can most certainly, because I did it myself, I used to look at other big creators that were also targeting working moms like me for inspo, right? But I always turn everything and put my own personality to it. You don't want to copy word for word. Okay. And let me even take it up a notch. You can literally take the reel and ask ChatGPT to give you a version, right, that represents your brand, guys. Like, hello. Hey, I really love this post. I love how aligned this is with my brand. Can you rephrase this into my and kind of like brand it for me, right? To showcase my personality. And ChatGPT will give you not one but multiple examples to see which one you want to run with. Okay? So again, you don't have to copy. Use ChatGPT to help you. Okay. Again, you want to make sure, before I get to connecting your brand identity to emotion, I want to show you guys exactly what I mean with staying on brand. So I'm going to turn my camera on and show you guys exactly what I mean. And I'm going to use my brand as an example. Let me just move everything out of the way. Please hold. You guys are gonna see exactly what I mean. Let me tell you how I'm loving NewbieBot and Penny, girl. Yes, girl. Bilingual education. Good morning. Okay, let me just turn this off. Guys, I got you. If you guys need example, I got examples for you. Okay, right? So I am going to walk you through. Make sure you guys are tapping that screen. I was going to say 30K, but you guys are slow today. I'm going to need me a Jadi bot. You never know, girl. You never know. Okay. So when I say you want to stay on brands, right? You want to stay on brands, right? So like I said, right? My branding colors are all shades of pink, right? But I have mainly, let me just show you guys my branding colors for you guys to kind of like see exactly what I mean. Right? This is my color palette right here. Okay. Oops. Where did it go? Okay. This is, hello. This is my color palette right here. See? All shades of pink. I don't discriminate. I can create a Jotty bot. Hey, period. Period. Right? Now let's go back. Let's go back. You guys saw that. You guys saw this pink in my color palette, right? So this is my IG account, right? This is my IG account. I want to make sure that you guys can see everything. And this is what my IG looks like, right? I am using my branding colors on my IG account, okay? You see how cohesive that looks, right? Okay, so let's just say that I want to go into TikTok, right? Same thing, right? Same thing. Same thing. You guys are going to see same colors, right? Because I want to stay on brands. I want people to recognize my brands, okay? You know what I mean? Yes, Cass, you got that right? That is exactly what I mean. Now let's go into YouTube, right? I have the darker pink, but it's still pink, right? This is exactly what I mean. See, guys, what I told you, brand identity part 1 is already on my YouTube channel. If you missed it, go check it out, right? I stay on brands. Everything pink. Everything pink. That is exactly what I mean. Okay, let's go into my stand store. Let's go into my stand store, right? Let me just go closer so you guys can see. This is what I mean about staying on brand. And can I just say, let me tell you, let me just look at that. Let me just give you a close up, right? I even shaded the logo to have pink in it. Because I want everything. Look, I did the same thing with UBC. I wanted pink in the logo, right? For the collective code, I did the same thing. I did the outlines pink, right? Everything is pink. That is what I mean by staying in brands. Okay, that is the perfect example of you guys understanding the importance of staying on brand. You guys already saw, you go everywhere. It's not like this is black. It's not like this is orange. It's not like this is pink and then this is blue. But that's how my account was before. Oh my God, let me see how far am I able to scroll down, because I really want you guys to see how, wait. Oh no, I don't think I can scroll down anymore. No. Oh, that's, oh yeah, hold on. I want to show you guys, I want to show you guys what I mean. It's taking a little bit, but I need to make sure I get there. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're going to get there. You guys, if you guys haven't had the time, you guys are going to be like, stop. Wow, like, it's almost getting me a little impatient how slow this is. I just want maybe before I rebrand that. I want maybe the first few of before I rebrand that. Why does this have to be so slow? And you see, always my sass. That you tell me that, like, the sass, the picture, hello, the sassiness in me. Like, if that couldn't be any more me, right? You can filter it by oldest. Thank you so much. Where do I go? It's because this is like I have the don't tell me I'm going to have to scroll up. You can filter because I'm in my laptop. That's the thing. Explore. No. Friends, activity. More. Let me see. Settings. No. Where can I find that? Do I need to scroll all the way up? Because Cece, good morning. If I do, then I guess I'm not gonna be showing you guys nothing then, because damn, get out and go back from the beginning. Okay, so let me just refresh. Okay. Oh, it's asking me to verify. Please hold. Oh, right here. Yes, oldest. Thank you. Guys, look at this. Look how, and remember how I told you guys that I used to use filter because I thought I had to look perfect? Look, that's me with a filter in my face. Look how bad, look how bad those, look, all over the place, look. One day I would show up, with red, one day orange, one day pink. You know what I mean? Guys, do you see? I've come a long way. Thank you so much, Amarilis. I've come a long way. One day pink, one day purple. Let me see if then when I can show you guys when I started creating like the what I thought was cover photos. Guys, I have come along. This is when I used to do high ticket affiliate marketing. Okay. Let me see if I find it. When I started adding like what I thought was what I wanted to, like the covers, right? I started putting these, right, on my reels. See what I mean? It takes time, guys. Look, this is when I started branding my account right here. Right. Look, I started adding like bold descriptions, right? Look how bad these were. So when I tell you that it's in you, it just takes time. Guys, it's in you. It is absolutely in you. Now that I'm done, let me just add my background right here. So again, right? That was a little embarrassing, but we all start somewhere. But I wanted to use my account as an example because I need you to understand that it is okay to be messy at the beginning, right? It is okay to be messy at the beginning. But once you identify your brand identity, right, you're not gonna be messy for a long time. This is how we grow. Exactly, Chris. This is exactly how we grow, right? But now it's not going to take you a long time to get to where you want to be because I am here teaching you how to get there faster. Priscilla, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Not embarrassing. It shows growth and be genuine. You know what I mean? But again, I need you to understand that if your account is all over the place right now, it's fine because eventually you are going to get there. Okay. Eventually you're going to get there. Okay. Let me take a sip of my water. Please hold. Good morning. Now let's talk about, right, connecting your brand identity to emotion. And of course, you already know that I got examples for you, right? Because remember, we connect the pieces with examples, right? Here's the truth. People don't remember your logo. They remember how your presence made them feel, okay? When you're building your brand identity, ask yourself, how do I want people to feel when they come across my content, okay? And here's how I want my audience, this is how I want my audience to feel. Inspired to take action, empowered to believe change is possible, right? And welcome, supported, especially moms, right? Because I target moms, okay? Emotions are the bridge between you and your ideal client, okay? I'm going to give you an example, right? You can share like a personal journey, how I went from zero sales for 6 months to 22K in 24 weeks, right? Gigi, good morning. It's not just a flex. It's a hope anchor for other moms who want to break free that maybe are stuck, right? And I'm going to show them the way that it is most certainly possible. Live your best life. Good morning. Okay, so an example, right? If you want to build brand recognition, you need to nail the emotional through line, okay? So an example, right? Emotional hooks by brand type. Me, right? Feminine, warmth, trust, and big sister energy, right? Your followers feel encouraged, not pressured. They want to sit in your virtual kitchen and talk life and business, okay? That's the vibes that I want people to get when they see my brands, okay? So now I'm going to give you examples of brand identity, emotions, and persona examples, right? So I'm going to give you the emotion, branding example, and then the persona example to kind of like put them all together, okay? So, emotion, trust. You want to, for branding, clean layouts, soft neutral colors, consistent visual style, right? This could be for a stay-at-home mom skeptical of scams and online businesses, okay? Now, emotion, empowerment. Strong headlines, empowering testimonials, direct messaging, right? This could be for a former corporate mom ready to lead her own life, right? Take action, take control of her life, right? The relief emotion, right? It could be soft tones, nurturing voice, calming imagery, right? This could be for the overwhelmed mom looking to breathe and find calm, right? Step into herself, right? Into her authentic self, right? Then we have the inspiration emotion, right? Before and after stories, transformational reels, uplifting music, right? And vibes, right? This could be a mom with big dreams for her kids and her family, right? She wants to build generational wealth, right? Then we have the excitement emotion, right? This could be countdowns, energetic colors, launch with gifs, right? And stickers. You're very bold, right? This could be for a beginner in digital marketing, eager to launch something new or new products, whatever it is, okay? Then let's do the belonging emotion, right? A community focused content, shared wins, right? DMs and shout outs. This could be for a single mom looking for community and support. Let's talk about the simplicity emotion, right? Minimalistic design, right? Her branding colors look like white, nude, soft tones, right? She share step-by-step layouts, checklists, right? This could be for a busy mom with no time who needs quick clarity and get straight to the point. Okay, let's do the confidence emotion, right? The branding example, clear call to actions, a bold brand voice, educational content that uplifts and motivates, right? This could be for a beginner who wants to feel capable and not lost, okay? Then we have hope, right? Warm messages, positive affirmations, empowering quotes, right? Storytelling. This could be for moms, right? Who's hit rock bottom and is rebuilding her. Yeah, thank you, Odalisa, because people are slow. Like, I cannot believe that I have been on for an hour now and we are still not at 20K. Tell him, please. And I am dropping gems, like gems. Period. With a T. Needed some water there. Okay. Now let's go with the joy emotion, right? Branded emojis, relatable humor, vibrant imagery. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, right? Tap that screen, right? This could look like a mom who wants to laugh while learning something new, right? But showcasing her funny personality. That is okay, because remember, I want you to be authentic as possible. Then we have security, right? The branding looks like brand visuals that feel familiar, testimonials, onboarding guides, very beginner friendly. This could be for newcomers who's afraid but hopeful to try again. Like, this is the last chance that they're gonna give them no fire. Thank you, love, right? That they just want to make, this is the last time that they're gonna give it a try, but they're gonna go all in. And last but not least, for an example, I have ambition, right? The emotion ambition, right? Ambitious quotes, growth charts, milestones and projections, right? Visualizations, right? This could be for a driven mom with long-term goals and a legacy mindset, right? I ain't got no time. I am stepping into the healthiest, wealthiest version, happiest version of myself, period, right? Your brand isn't just what you show. It's what they feel when they scroll, when they click, and when they buy. Remember, when your content matches your energy and your emotions match your intent, you become unignored. You are absolutely amazing. The gems you are dropping, thank you so much. Thank you. And again, how are we going to build a cohesive visual brand? You guys already saw, right? From my personal brand, how I was able to build that and how long it took me to get there, but it's possible, right? You can have the best offer in the world, but if your brand visuals are inconsistent or chaotic, people won't trust you enough to buy, right? Because you don't give them the feels, right? That you're going to be that solution to that problem that they're feeling, okay? So I'm going to give you some tips, Gerald, good morning, to keep keep everything in cohesion, right? You want to use your brand colors and fonts everywhere. Your TikTok posts, your IG bio, your websites, your email, everything has to align, right? You want to keep your imagery. Thank you so much, Chris, for my goal. You want to keep your imagery style consistent, right? For me, I use clean, minimal designs with a soft, feminine feel, no harsh colors, no overwhelming layouts, right? But you guys already know, right? Before you see the handle that is me, okay? And you want to use 1 to 2 filters and stick to them across all platforms. And I don't mean filters like filters in your page. I mean, like if you use filters on your reels, right? If you want something bold, if you want something dark, whatever it is, you want to be consistent, okay? Let me give you an example. If I share a reel, right? And then I send a promo email and then I post a story, they all feel like me. I'm giving them the same energy, same aesthetics, and that builds brand trust, okay? Why does cohesion matters, right? Maintaining a cohesive brand identity across all platforms is vital for building a strong, memorable brand. So I'm going to give you several key reasons why cohesion matters, right? And it is very important. Number 1, it builds trust and credibility. Consistency in branding signals professionalism, reliability, and attention to detail. When your customers encounter the same visual and verbal cues across your website, your social media platforms, everything you're advertising, the way you promote, it reinforces their trust in your brand. Okay? A cohesive brand identity reduces confusion, ensuring that your audience knows exactly what to expect from you, your products, or your services, period. Okay? It also, number 2, enhances recognition and loyalty. A unified brand identity ensures that your audience can easily recognize your brand in a crowded marketing industry, right? Repetition of your logo, your color palette, your typography, your messaging strengthens brand recall and creates an emotional connection with your audience. Over time, this consistency fosters customer loyalty as people feel more comfortable and familiar with the brand they recognize. Okay? Number 3, supports seamless experiences, right? In today's multi-channel environment, customers interact with brands across various platforms, from websites and social media to physical stores, email campaigns, whatever, right? A cohesive brand identity ensures that these interactions feel unified and interconnected, okay? Creating a seamless experience. Customers are more likely to engage with a brand that feels coherent and aligned, regardless of where and how they interacted with it. Okay, and I've had this, people come to me say, I was gonna buy from this other person, but you just gave me like that I trust you kind of vibes. And that is why brand identity is important, right? So number 4, if it facilitates clear communication. Okay, a cohesive brand identity ensures that your message is delivered clearly and effectively. When your visual and verbal elements align, your brand's voice and values become more easily to be understood, okay? The clarity helps you attract your target audience, remember your persona, and convey your unique value proposition without unnecessary noise or confusion. Good morning, Steph. Please hold. I need a sip of my water. Good morning, love. How's it going? Okay, remember, okay, very important reminder, right? Your brand identity isn't just a logo or a Canva graphic. It's how people feel about you. It's how you make them feel. When you build it with intention, right? Your content becomes more powerful, your message becomes more clear, and your business starts attracting the right people effortlessly. Okay? Effortlessly. Jen, good morning. And I'm going to pause there to see if anyone has any questions before I wrap everything up for you. Before I give you a little wrap up. Any questions for me? And again, you guys got to see my brands, right? How I started, how how I've been able to kind of like grow, right? That could be you too. You could be all over the place now, right? I agree. Alignment is everything. Did you make this mini class from NewbieBot? I use NewbieBot for everything. I say, hey NewbieBot, I want to do a live stream on brand identity. What do you have for me? And NewbieBot will give you bullet points of things that you can discuss, right? And then you fill in the gaps. And I like to use my brands and my story as like to fill in the gaps, right? For the live. So yes, right? Whenever you guys come and tell me I want to learn about this, I ask ChatGPT for valid information, and I also go and I search online. I search Google for really good up-to-date information because I want to make sure I come out here and I teach you like current information. Okay. And yes, NewbieBot is be botting. Let me tell you. NewbieBot be botting. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions for me? Thank you so much for the follow. Yes, he do. Yep. Remember, you guys, ChatGPT, NewbieBot, whatever you have, you guys should be using as your assistant, as your literally virtual assistant. Why are you going to torture yourself? Why are you going to torture yourself, right? When you can literally just go into NewbieBot and just have NewbieBot help you with content ideas, with your lives, whatever it is. Well, that's amazing. Thank you. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. Like I said, okay. So now I'm going to wrap it up and then I'm going to leave the end, for questions. I'm going to wrap everything up for you, right? So give you a recap. Check the link in Jadi's bio for NewbieBot. You will not regret it. 1,000%. Thank you, Lorraine, because Lorraine has been playing around with NewbieBot, so she knows I can't leave. And Cassie's another one that has been playing around with NewbieBot like crazy. Mariela, good morning, right? So let's recap everything we covered about color psychology, branding, brand identity, so you can walk away clear and confident about your brand identity or how you're going to move forward, okay? So why brand identity is a non-negotiable in digital marketing, right? Your brand identity isn't just a logo or cute colors. Remember, it's the heart of your digital presence. It builds trust, creates recognition, and helps your audience instantly connect with you. It's the vibes that make people say, I need to work with her. Guys, if you don't get that vibes from me, like I need to work from her, then I don't know. Then I don't know what to say, because I know I be giving you guys those vibes whenever you guys jump in my life. Ciara, good morning, right? The power of color psychology and branding, right? Your colors speak before you ever say a word. We touch on how different colors evoke different emotions, and that's intentional, right? The right brand colors can attract your dream audience and make your messaging stick. Yes, absolutely. That's why I keep showing up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. Right? And then defining your brand's core. Remember to ask yourself, who are you helping? Why are you doing this? This is where the soul of your brand lives. When you're crystal clear on that, your content hits harder and your community feels that alignment. Okay, so take it very serious. Okay, and then we have developing your brand voice. Remember, this is how your audience hears you. Are you nurturing? Are you bold? Are you funny? Are you educational? Whatever your vibe is, own it. Be authentic and consistent. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you're too much. Whatever it is, you want to show up exactly how you are, okay? And be proud of that, okay? Designing your visual identity. Beyond colors, it's fonts, graphics, and your layouts, your templates. The visual parts of your brand creates instant recognition and builds credibility. Okay, and don't forget your messaging pillars, right? We talked about minds: engage, entertain, educate, promote, right? Engage, we pull them in and we start the conversation. Entertainment, we make them feel. We share relatable and inspiring content. We storytell. Okay, educational, we teach, we add value, we drop gems, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm dropping gems, right? Promote, we sell, but with intention and connections, right? These pillars help you stay consistent, creative, and relevant, okay? Remember, adapt, don't copy. Be inspired by others, but always bring it back to your unique voice and audience. That's how you build something real and sustainable, right? Consistency is queen. From platform to platform, your tone, style, visuals, and messaging should align. That consistency creates trust, and trust creates sales. Okay, Blanca, good morning. And then we have the emotion connection. People may forget what you said, but they'll never forget how your brand made them feel. Always lead with emotion, whether it's empowerment, clarity, or inspiration. Okay? Good morning. Now, let's bring it full circle with a real example. My brand, okay? Jadi's Digital Empire. So I'm going to turn everything for you so you guys can really kind of like get it down pack, okay? For color psychology, I use bold pink and all shades of pink that communicates energy, confidence, and passion. This is perfect for a woman empowering other women to break free from the 9-to-5 life, paired with a soft beige, which adds a nurturing and grounded feel. It says, I'm here to guide you with love. And then my white accent keeps it clean and professional, right? And then we have brand identity. My brand identity speaks to burnt out moms ready to reclaim their time and financial power. Everything you post screams, if I can do it, so can you. Okay? Then we have brand core. I'm helping moms feel unstuck, exhausted, and undervalued, right? You show them that digital marketing isn't just an option, it's a path to freedom, right? And then voice. I'm warm, real, encouraging, empowering, and very sassy at the same time, right? I'm your bestie that cheers you on, but also that mentor that drops real game and tells you exactly how it is, okay? Then we have the visual identity. From my pink accident visuals, right, to my templates and my designs, I stay consistent and on brand. When someone sees my content, they know it's me before they read a word or before they look at the handle, right? And then my messaging pillars. Remember, engage. You ask your audience real questions and their struggles and dreams, right? Entertain. You share relatable moments. Funny mom content, my wins, right? My story, my whys. Educate. You explain what MRR is, how to start digital marketing, how to pick a niche, how to identify your persona, how to understand your persona, your target audience, right? And then promote. You drop valued packed posts, right, that promote SWC, UBC, and whatever that looks like. My hooks guide, whatever that looks like. Wages, yellow, and gold. Did you mean gold? Is that good? Blanca, I cannot tell you what your branding color should be, but if you go into Canva and you look at the yellow wheel and see what other colors like, and it'll give you like, just type the color yellow into the Canva color palettes and see what other colors Thanks. You explain it so well. Awesome, Mariela. And then you go ahead and see what other colors are in alignment with yellow. That might be the first stepping stone for you. And then understanding what each color represents and if it aligns with you, with who you want to represent. Right? So I use pink, right? Because all shades of pink, right? They represent feminine, right? They represent, what do I type in Canva? Okay, so Naomi, good morning. Almost 20. So Canva, go to Google, right? Go to Google and type Canva color palette generator. Okay. I showed this the other day when I was talking about, if you go into my YouTube channel, there is a color psychology live. Wait a second. We got to 20K, so I need to celebrate that. If you go into my YouTube channel, I did a color psychology live last week, right? If you go there and scroll all the way towards the middle, I'm going through Canva on how to identify your colors, like what the colors mean. And you could do everything inside of Canva. Okay, so I suggest you take a look at that live. Okay, it's in my YouTube channel. Okay, so I have 2 motivational quotes for you guys, obviously. Avi, I don't have affirmations today, but I do have motivational quotes, right? Your brand is the promise you make and the emotion you deliver. You need to build a brand that feels like home to your audience and they'll never want to leave. You are most welcome, Blanca, right? And then, last but not least, don't just build a business, build a brand that moves people, speaks truth, and leaves a legacy. Guys, if I wasn't preaching today, like I am literally out of breath. I am literally out of breath. I need you guys to drop some sort of emotions. It could be your favorite color emoji, a fire emoji. I want to know what this live made you feel. I want to know what this live made you feel because I feel like I was out here legit preaching. So I want to feel like you guys were like, yeah, she got us. She definitely got us. Thank you so much, Mia, for my goal. Thank you so much for my heart, Mia. Thank you. This is amazing, girl. Again, because this is awesome. Thank you. Of course. And again, and I do it with love. Because no more feeling stuck. No more. Thank you so much, Tiff, for my heart puff. No more feeling stuck. No more, just feeling paralyzed. We are going to be taking action. Thank you so much, Tiff. Thank you for my heart puffs. Hilda, good morning. Does anybody have any questions for me? Let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you for my rose. Let's see. I can just imagine how you are as a mom. Listen, I be hyping my kid. I am my kid's biggest cheerleader. Biggest cheerleader. Let me tell you. You don't want to catch me in my daughter's basketball game. Listen, I am a very passionate person. Okay? Like, I went and watched one of my daughter's last basketball games, right? And a girl pushed her on purpose. Listen, my daughter's boyfriend was there and he literally had to hold me because I was getting ready to jump on that court. And I was like, don't you ever let somebody push you like that. Listen, if you guys can picture me, I know you guys can picture me doing that. So, yeah. Yes, girl. My daughter says, Mom, everyone hears. Yeah. And then I be hyping all of the girls up, not just my daughter. And they look at me like, oh, like, thank you. You know what I mean? So I just go hard. I love very hard. What can I say? I'm very passionate too. Does anybody have any questions? I really hope yesterday's live on brand identity and today's live, it's really going to give you a different perspective on your, Mimi, good morning, on how you want your brand to be represented. Okay. And I don't want you to go ahead and try changing your brand altogether. Girl, I play no games, right? Oh my God, I missed you too. But girl, I've been adding my lives to my YouTube channel. So you're good. You're good. Right? So a lot of people just, what can I say? Remember, you want to be that authority figure for your brand. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? I want you to start by taking small steps. Maybe you need to audit your own account. I want you to audit your own account and look at your brand. How does it look? Does it look all over the place? Do you maybe need cover photos? Cover photos are not necessary, but if you want a more aesthetics look to it, I do recommend them. I wanted my account to have an aesthetic look to it, so that's why I personally use the cover photos. You don't. And if you want to learn how to create a cover photos, I also have that in my YouTube channel. Okay. But again, take a look. This was a great live, Jari. I have to go, but thank you so much, Tiff. Thank you for joining. Have an amazing day, right? So like I said, right, you need to understand your brand, and then you go from there. Christina, good morning. And I know, it was a lot, right? Last week we did color psychology. Yesterday we did understanding brand, the difference between brands and brand identity, right? And today we spoke about how to build that cohesive brand. Now that I gave you the tools, right, you need to go take action. And whatever that looks like, it could look like you're just going to go again, audit your account and see what needs to change. See if you're all over the place. See if everything matches, and maybe make that a month goal, right? For the month of April, right? Where 1 week you're going to work on just looking at your content, right? And you can definitely add cover photos once your content has been posted. You can. All you have to do is edit that post and go and add a cover, right? Look at your store. Does everything match? Do you have your branding colors in your store? Do you have your branding colors across all platforms? That is exactly what I mean. Okay, so I gave you the tools. Go take action. Unfortunately, I have a 9 a.m. Thank you so much, Mariela. Thank you. And again, if you missed part 1, go into the link in my bio. My YouTube channel is also linked there. And I have part 1 already in my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be adding part 2 as well. Tomorrow is going to be Freestyle Thursday, okay? Tomorrow, I am going to come out here and I'm going to let you guys lead the way. So whatever questions you have, whatever you're struggling on, come and jump in and ask me the questions and I will give you guidance, okay? So I'm jumping off. Have an amazing day and I hope to see you all tomorrow morning. Hold on. Did your teaching video come out selling with confidence? Not yet, Sandra. Not yet. They already have everything. But I know they have a lot going on. So I am just waiting. And once they let me know that my module is going live, I am obviously going to come tell you guys ahead of time. Because that is a definitely must-watch module. Like, you guys are going to learn so much from that module. Okay? But yes, have a fantabulous day, guys. And I will see... Oh, wait. Let me see what time I'm going to be on tomorrow because I haven't scheduled it. Okay, so I'm going to be on again, same time, 7:30. You agree? Yes, Blanca. So I was asked by Steph to, so now I'm a co-creator. I created the identifying your persona, right? Because a lot of people struggle with knowing who their persona is. So I am teaching how to understand and create content for your persona, right? And create compelling content as well. Mastering your persona and creating compelling content. That is the name of my module. Kind of like lost my train of thought there. So that should be dropping soon, okay? But once again, thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you on tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Please bring in the questions tomorrow because I have no topic for tomorrow. So I want you guys to lead the live tomorrow. You guys ask and I answer. Have an amazing day. Bye.